Hello, and welcome to another stream. So yeah, third stream in a day. Who would have thunk it? So I'm playing Alan Wake 2, as you can see by the title, and then that too. I've actually had this for the longest time. I think since a couple of days after release. Installed it, played about 30 minutes of it, and then stopped. I think I just wanted to see how it was on my system, which, it was good, ran fine. And then, yeah, I think there was one or two issues, but it seems like they've fixed those and then actually lowered the minimum requirements for the game as well, which is fantastic. So I'm to play this. Never finished the first one though. I think I got very far in it, and then I don't know, I think I got tired of the repetitiveness. But yeah, can't recall. Anyway, let's jump into it. I did test it a little bit. I'm gonna play it on normal. Just because. Don't really want to more into the story of this game than actually wanting a challenge.
To the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
So I do hope the audio and everything's fine.
In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Naked man! Let's go on a walk, shall we? It's a very pretty game. You could actually sort of hear the light hitting him, like the noise in the first game when you hit the enemies with the light. Jesus Christ. jumped in that the first time as well. Think I'm gonna just put the brightness up if I can find the fucking setting. Oh, there we go, brightness calibration. TVs are usually 2.2, monitors can be 2.2 or sRGB. I doubt I've Okay, so it seems like adjusting the brightness causes the stream to crash. Did it again when I tried to start recording, and it seems to be fine now, I hope. Hopefully it doesn't do it again. I didn't do this when I was testing it earlier, but then again I didn't actually try to adjust the brightness. It seemed fine, but I was also actually playing in the day, so I didn't think it would be necessary. Or I didn't think about it earlier. Hopefully it doesn't do it too often. If it does, I'm not gonna carry on streaming it. I'll just play it offline or something then. But yeah, that's still working. Let's carry on and see if it does it anymore. Does look a bit choppy, but I think that's because I changed the graphics. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just keeping an eye on it, I think. Gonna jump over here? No.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map. Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
Right, I'm just gonna explore a bit. So let's go down this pathway.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
So where am I going? Okay, I'm going that way.
The Federal Bureau of Control? That's a new one. Toxic volcanic gas, huh?
The FBC is an obscure branch. It only shows up for unusual cases.
Well, what's so unusual about volcanic gas?
Beats me.
Logged. They really don't want people coming in here.
Oh, I loved Control. Can't wait for the second one. I think I was streaming it. No, I was definitely streaming it as well. But yeah, get distracted with things. There is wildlife in the Pacific Northwest. I finally made way to Cauldron Lake. The fence was easy to climb over with proper gear and skills, which I thankfully possess. Next goal: spotting the rare and elusive orange-crowned warbler. A little late in the season, but hopefully I can catch it before it begins its journey south. I've noticed intriguing behavior in the surrounding common bird life. They seem to be alarmed and swim around the lake. No birds of prey nearby. There are some strange sounds carried in the wind. However, nothing I can recognize or explain. Getting a little concerned, I might have to find another spot somewhere safer. The sounds are getting closer. 37. Okay, what's time now? Okay. Moved inland, foliage is stunning. Must come back in fall. Had to stop and sketch this gorgeous vine maple, just at the way of the Methuselah. Methuselah's beard hangs off it. This is why trees are better than people. Speaking of people, I saw some drunk guy staggering around the forest earlier, acting weird. Maybe drugs. Kept my distance. Should probably find another spot. So annoying. After I saw that weirdo guy, I decided to change spots again. Moved up the mountain a bit, found a fantastic overlook to camp at, but I'm more interested in the Alaska onion grass. Invasive, but edible and surprisingly tasty. Started hearing wolves or wild dogs or something like 10 minutes ago, but they sound wrong. Rabies? I want to leave, but the sun is going down and my stupid phone is dead. Gotta hide in the tent and hope they go away. Something really not right about this place. I don't think I was up here. And that just drops down again. Okay, cool. It was over there. Yeah, it was okay. I think that's where I got those notes. So I'm gonna try keep track of. Okay, I can just gently slide down the jump off point. That's fine. What's this way? I think that was where the other guy went. So let's go check this out.
This can't be the right way.
Okay, it's just gonna turn me around.
Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, that,
When are those damn feds gonna show up, Mulligan?
The federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, inside.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, cried Thornton. But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Meet the deputies at the general store. Alright, so I'm gonna try, like I said, keep an eye out and everything.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Shut up, Gordon. They can still hear you.
I need to think through the facts of the case.
Case board.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board.
Yeah, quite a comfy cabin? I don't think it's fit. No. Yeah, cabin, I'll probably say. Case board.
Everything we know about the previous murders.
Right,
Worth
so
taking another look.
goal control. Case boards. The case board is meant to the case board is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. You can use WASD to move around. You can use to zoom in and out. Okay, you can are free to navigate the case board. What are my goals? Get to the crime scene, meet Deputy Thornton. Right. A series of murders have occurred around the town of Bright Falls. Finding the connection will help our search for the killer. Right, so victims. All victims reported missing in 2010. No other commonalities. The victim was reported missing in 2010, discovered in 2012, buried in a shallow grave. Ted Lane, dentist, stab wounds, bloating, bruising on the wrists. Found in Cauldron Lake, 2018, some organs missing, predation. State of the body doesn't match 8 years spent in the lake. Wendy Davis, teacher, body bloated, large chest wound. Found 2 weeks ago, chest wound was ruled as cause of death. Tattooing on the body is illegible. Percy Wolf, store owner, bruising, heart removed, strange tattoos. Murder methods. Slight differences in the murders, bloating only commonality in the bodies, but not cause of death. Chest trauma, exposure to water, post-mortem. Okay, everything still seems to be recording fine from what I can see. Okay, bruising on wrists, 2 victims. 2 of the victims had bruisings of some form of restraint, strapped or belted down. Most recent victim died of major chest trauma, consistent with the 2018 victim. Hard to confirm due to condition of body. Bloating of the corpse is indicative of drowning, but only 1 victim was found in water. Killer profile. Postmortem tattooing of the body. Murder of targets have no discernible common traits. Chest trauma resembles animal butchery techniques. Okay, so
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson.
visiting the
Close
mine
to cracking
place
it?
We're just getting started.
does not pause
Let's
the
head down
game.
the
Be
hill to the
mindful
crime
of those
scene.
nearby. Let's go up here.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
A creepy twig sculpture?
That's the pendant that we're wearing. Oh,
Hey,
I don't.
Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
As I was saying, difficulty-wise, I want to enjoy the story and not struggle in certain areas, which probably will, but not from a combat point of view, I don't think. Um, and this is a game that I do want to enjoy, so I'm not don't want to play it on the easiest difficulty, but normal for some challenge to it, but not the hardest difficulty where I'm just gonna be annoyed and wouldn't say stressed, but annoyed, put it that way. So yeah, that's why the normal difficulty. I forgot to look at that drop frame things when it drops to 0 kilobytes. Chaos at Cauldron Lake. Rampage at the rental cabins. Unidentified man attacks vacationers in the dead of night. Sunday, an idyllic evening of barbecuing and late night fishing was violently disrupted. Saturday, as a mysterious assailant attacked park visitors, causing chaos and destruction at the cabins. The incident left 3 people injured, one of which had been admitted to the county hospital. As to whether the attack is still at large, Bright Falls police have yet to make an official statement, leaving local residents in a state of uncertainty. Witnesses to the crime were visibly shaken, one of whom stated, "One minute we were laughing and toasting some marshmallows, the next we heard screaming coming from up the cabins. We didn't know what was going on, so we called the police and started running in the opposite direction," says Kurt Moore. Another eyewitness, who preferred to remain anonymous, said, "It's like he appeared out of nowhere. Suddenly my dog starts barking his head off and the psycho guy comes crashing through the trees. Don't think I'll ever feel safe in the forest again." A representative from the rental cabins, who chose to remain anonymous, wanted to remind customers, "If you have planned to stay in our lovely cabins later this year, please get in touch with us, or we may need to rejigger some of the reservations based on the state of the cabin that you have rented with us." The representative went on to further remind future and potential guests of the wonderful amenities that can be found in the company's brochures and on the website, which is real nice. State of the art. My nephew made it and is a real computer whiz. Bright Falls' own virtual banking champ. Little Sally Upton's whole family erupted in cheers when she won the big match this weekend. Was she playing soccer, tennis? No. In this brave new world that we live in, her family was cheering on as she won a match in a game that exists only on on the information superhighway. The game in question was Mega Banking Star, in which players compete to make the tastiest treats, Baking Star, and the sweetest eats for the virtual judges online. Does a hike a day keep the depression away? It might be bright, sunny July, but it's never too soon to start worrying about the gloomy months of autumn ahead. That's right, in the grand scheme of life, those dead depressing days are around the corner. Have you been taking your vitamin D? Probably not. But for all of you thinking there's got to be another way, there's good news. Hiking has been proven to be incredibly beneficial to your mental and emotional health. Pardon me. So get out there and do it. Don't forget a flashlight in case it gets dark. Missing Doberman found on the trail. A heartfelt reunion took place this weekend when Miss Amanda Smith was reunited with her beloved dog Coffee Bean. CB, as her owner refers to him, had been missing for 3 days, and Miss Smith was afraid that she would never see her best friend again. When I got the call that I couldn't believe my ears, she said. I must have asked, "Am I dreaming?" at least 7 or 8 times. It was actually 9 times, confirmed Ranger Stevenson, the man responsible for finding the wayward canine. It's rare that you give it's rare that you get to give those kind of calls, and I feel grateful to have had the opportunity. What with all the predators out there, usually you're telling folks that you found the dog dead, the cat's eaten. And so it felt good to give some good news, even if Coffee Bean is kind of a rough shape. The fur will grow back, sure, but well, I suppose that's all I should say about it. That's... Is that a drop? Okay, yeah, that's just for the drop down area. So I can't get in there yet. This is gonna be a large bloody recording.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
It's the fucking sound I make. Mirror Peak. The mighty mountain in the distance is no other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, it's a beauty that will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in its all-inverted glory.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Can I go up here? Let's go up here quick.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Well, that made no difference. Okay, she's just gonna turn around. Alright. So let's... go up here. What the fuck is that? Is that a rock? Mortar Falls. Mortar Falls, this powerful feat of nature will revive the spirit as it does surrounding nature. The churning and grinding waters at the bottom of the falls resemble mortar and pestle, quite like the one the Witch of the Cauldron Lake is fabled to have used to travel through the night sky.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey
Med-
hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
My dad used to say, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Not sure where the tough get going too, but maybe you'll find it inspiring. Manuscript fragments too. Excuse me. Manuscript fragments can be used to upgrade weapons in the Mind Place, sorry. Oh, wow, it's not exactly a small amount. Again and again, hold the fire button to activate auto fire mode. This significantly increases the rate of fire. More bullets, increase magazine size by 50%. Land 2 headshots in quick succession to stun enemy for extended duration. Where was that thing I saw about the... if...
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
Lunchbox near the waterfall, visit Cauldron Lake. Bright Falls area, Cauldron Lake. Okay. So that pendant hasn't showed up yet. Okay. Okay, so can't go there. Let's quickly see if I can spot this mortar and pestle. Nothing there. If I come from upwards? Yes, I did. So it's this way now.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
General store. Let's go check what's... the other way is... Okay, so nothing really here.
Yeah, but there, can I make it, Mulligan? Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
He's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
What am I looking at here? Why exactly am I looking at this? Ah. Monday 9/3. Some suspicious activity spotted. The fielder thought he saw movement in the bushes. Footprints around the area were found, but some were compromised by the fielder. Note to self train the fielder. 9/4 Tuesday. Nothing to report. Some animals regular. 9/5. Hunters out after dark. Poachers heard some gunshots. None, not one of ours. Gotta keep an eye on these people. They could get more than they bargained for out there. Guess that's locked. The only thing that I found of interest over here was this, but I don't know why. That's back here. What else is over here? That's blocked off. Okay, so let's just follow those two. Witch's Ladle, Witch's Hut. Let's just go to that. Yeah, let's just go to that. Mm.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Witch's Hut. The Witch's Hut. Here lived the Witch of Cauldron Lake. Beware, her spirits may still haunt this place. Okay, this is just leading back over there. I must check what's left over here. And then there's still that. Jeez. Why was that so sudden? What the hell? Fucking unnecessary. Friday. Midge told me today that her family was moving away. This sucks. I haven't even told her that I like her yet. What's the point anymore? She said her parents want to get better jobs and get to a better school in a big city. I guess that's fair. Who wants to stay in Bright fucking Falls? I told her. So I told her. She said thanks. Fucking kill me. Monday, I snuck out last night again, went to the big house by the lake. Instead of just watching it from here like I always do, instead of sitting around like I always do, screw that. Anyway, something weird is going on down there. I'm going to find out what. Going to go back there tomorrow with better gear. I bet I can find a way inside the building. Take some photos. It's going to be epic. What the hell did I just pick up?
A lunchbox again.
Oh.
Who's leaving these out here?
I know things can get a little crazy around here, but if you're ever scared, if you're ever feeling scared, just remember that Alan is watching over us. There were 4 pieces of paper there, excuse me. One bloody fragment. I was gonna go check what's up here. Believe this was the way. No, I went the wrong way. Let's just go back up here then. Sorry, I'm faffing about a lot, but pretty game. I do want to explore. That just goes up, let's just go straight. God, this is a pretty game.
Can't go any further. Water's too deep.
I'm gonna turn RT on at a later point to see what it looks like. Ray tracing. Okay, so I've been down there. Now it's just the Witch's Ladle, which is more... No, not the Witch's Ladle. The general store. And it's... what? More to the right. That was the Witch's Ladle. Oh, what is that? If I can get off this piece of wood. That leads up to... Oh, okay, this is where I was earlier. Fucking birds, man. Why is there a face hole there? The Witch's Ladle. There is no mystery in Cauldron Lake being named after its cauldron shape. And yet there are many mysterious stories about the lake. It being gloomy, doorway to the underworld, or of a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. The legend tells that when the affections of a local sheriff went unanswered, he accused the lady in question of having bewitched him. She was drowned, but a dropped ladle grew into a strange tree named the Witch's Ladle. The woman returned to avenge her wrongdoings. If she was not a witch before, she was one now. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake. Then she took out his heart and locked it in a box. With the heart, she would summon him from the lake to exact revenge on her behalf, or so the legend goes. Okay, so this is where... Is it? Can't go that way. Alright, let's just go back up.
Now, this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. And we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
I was gonna have a look around.
Step 1. Examine the corpse.
Okay, never mind. I guess I'll get told what to do.
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
You unlock the first key image. You can place it in the case board inside the mind place.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Placing a key image on the board and the case begins a new line of investigation. When this key image is placed, it will prompt a new question. Objectives are viewable at the case board in your goals. Investigate the crime scene. You're now free to examine the case boards or leave. Lunchbox found at the Witch Cauldron Lake.
Sure.
Murder at Cauldron Lake. You can collect clues from the body to progress investigation.
The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Mm. Bruising indicates victim was alive. Heart found in the victim's body.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Okay. The clues have resolved to open questions and unlocked deduction. As you advance with the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. You can check your updated goals, investigate the crime scene, learn more about the victim, learn more about the killer. I don't remember the question marks being there last time when I was testing the game out.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
Okay, so that's done. Alright, let's go to Mind Place. Case board. Alright, multiple sets of footprints. For later. Heavy blood splatters. No?
No.
Yeah, where am I supposed to put this?
Sure.
Why would that go with?
Footprints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Okay.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Alright, so... Excuse me.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Victim ID Robert Nightingale, former FBI agent, mental state questionable at the time of disappearance. Thornton, victim is Robert Nightingale. Last seen, Bright Falls 13 years ago. Casey, Nightingale went off the deep end.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Yeah, let's go profile some bodies. Oh, I'm sort of assuming she said that. I just quickly went to get my phone. Using intuition, Saga can discover new clues by profiling people of interest.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Didn't mean to get that far out. Nightingale came from Cauldron Lake. I can feel Nightingale came from the Cauldron Lake, but why now, after 13 years?
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Mm-hmm. Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message. Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept? Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page.
Okay, go back to profiling.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Is it the right way? Yes, it is. Do I still need to do something in the Mind Palace? I don't think so. I need to check the chest.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
I guess I can't check anything now. Let's maybe go to the board. What's in here?
This mug always cheers me up.
Not the worst one. What's this?
If only the rest of the Bureau knew what a softy Casey is. Miss you, kiddo. I'll be home soon. Mom may be gone, but whenever I read this, I feel like she's still here.
Saga, for what it's worth, I think it's important that Logan grows up seeing you do what you love, what you're great at. That'll teach us so much. There will be times just like this, when you question your choices, your competence, even your own sanity. When things get dark, remember to trust and love yourself, just as your family does. You won't be perfect, but I know you'll be amazing. Okay, I do have to put something else up. The victim came from. But he walked to the boulder doesn't make sense. Trailer's gone cold.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Too many unknowns doesn't make sense. Asking wrong questions. Reading the words, these words felt like a message. Someone's playing a game.
Sure. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Oh, don't I do it? Yeah. Okay.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right?
I don't think I was down there.
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
Is this the right way? No, it's not. It's this way. Or was it down here? No, I'm very sure it wasn't. UFOs and you. The ultimate guide to spotting unidentified flying objects. Writing this down in case it happens again and I forget. I got that feeling again. It hit me suddenly at 11:15 after I'd finished my armor on the porch of the trailer. Excuse me. I got in the car and drove, chasing it. Starry night, not much moon. As expected, it led me past Bright Falls to Cauldron Lake. I tried to find the right spot, the right emotion, the right thought, the combination to have it all aligned to make it happen. Terrified it would. It didn't, not this time. Frustrated but relieved. I scanned the sky for shapes and the objects, nothing. But when I blinked repeatedly, I think I saw an after image of an octahedron. It faded fast. When I got ready to drive back, I felt someone watching me. Watching me. Here, but not here. It's him. I know it is. Does he know I'm getting close? I'm on the right track. I was right to come to Bright Falls. Ooh, 3. How do you like knitting? The knitting hero? I made it just for you. Are there like trails of those rocks I can follow?
Hey, Casey. What's the forest's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so I pretty much just need to look for these stones, and then that should tell me that I'm close to one of those. Wonder if it's going to be different in each area. This way.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
This ladder looks like it drops down.
There's another lunchbox.
We're all in this together, hero. Have a heroic day. Oh, there we go. Point of interest cases can track objects and information. Oh, that's why. Hold your neck.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Alright, here. This way. Yeah, okay, I've already checked all of this out.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
Ooh, excuse me.
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Undiscovered map, undiscovered map, undiscovered map. Okay. Tapio's weather reports.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
A lot of locks all over the place.
Hey, how's it going?
It's fine, don't greet the person.
So sleepy. Just a few more days.
I wonder where I can find a map. Not a creepy hallway at all.
It's not opening.
Take care now.
Now, what are you listening to, good sir?
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Okay. Oh, is this... Oh, okay.
Hey there.
Okay, let's see what's down this passageway. Ooh. Got some fine mirror reflections there. I'm pretty sure I'm seeing the back of my head. Probably better with ray tracing on. You too, bro. Cauldron Lake. Look into news and rumors. Focus on 2010. Cross references old case from New York cult. Similarities, commonalities in mythology. Part of the series. Find out a name for a good coffee diner.
It doesn't budge.
Alright. So I suppose I can slowly make my way to the map? No, yes, map. Sweet. Then it, oh no, it's not a partial. Locked. Oh, okay, it's nice to see that it's actually telling me where conversation is taking place.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Hello.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie? Don't know, don't care. How much have you had? Not enough. That's how much. Never enough coffee. Oh, that's rich, bittersweet nectar.
I need bolt
Get in
cutters.
the coffee world. Get it where you can. Get it now.
Not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn sure my, I mean our float will be the belle of the ball at this year's Deer Fest. Just a few more days.
It's a nice looking
Got
float.
any big plans for the day after the festival?
This is my first Deer
It's known
Fest.
as the
Oh,
Stage
dear.
Rebellion. It is the
Cute.
finest entertainment a town like ours has to offer. Happiest day of the year.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No. The Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
I think I'll do Quantum Break sometime. Because
We've
isn't this
looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff? Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
this? The jukebox is out of order. The poor old thing can only take so much of the same song being played over and over. I'm as big as a fan of Coconut as the next person, but come on. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Don't touch. Wait, who's cooking?
How can you be so calm?
Corpses are part of the job. Can't dwell on it too much.
Another deer just randomly out
Rest
here.
easy, buddy.
odd place to put one.
I need something to force this open. I can't get through this.
Alright, so let's go interview those two and then see what they say.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
It's while we were at Cauldron Lake.
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
Why do you think it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
I think that is a, profiling.
The cult of the tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth. So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing, Tammy.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Right, let's. Profiling's done. Let's see, 8 points and another 4. Cases. Previous murders. Why would something be?
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
Yeah, what's that last picture?
The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
Wait, how did she get a picture?
I need to know more about the cult of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Background cases, accumulated clues about the broader ongoings of topics. Cult goal. Cult psychology. If they're hiding their faces aren't established enough to operate openly, connection to Deerfest. Cult symbols. What's the purpose? Markings, territory, warning, feelings, derivative, like something out of a horror movie. Feels derivative. Jewelry can be used as a subtle indicator of membership, but this isn't subtle. A badge of pride.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. The wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier.
How was that noise?
Who else to keep this city clean if not I? Who else to protect its citizens from the dangers of unsanitary conditions?
FBI. What do you think that's about?
Where am I? Okay, so conversation.
He's on those cost calibers with all
So there's 2 more conversation choices inside this building stall.
So, Rose, help me out. How do you think we know each other?
We all know each other around here. It's been a while, but I never forget a face. Or a coffee order.
Guess I just have one of those faces. Seen anything out of the ordinary in town lately? Suspicious people in deer masks?
No one's suspicious. But soon enough, there'll be lots of happy people wearing deer masks for Deerfest. Practically everyone will be wearing one.
Good to know.
What's the other conversation?
This is exactly why I hate small towns.
Keep it down, Ed.
A cult murdering a man is pretty extreme. Why didn't you tell the police what you saw?
We did. We told those two idiot deputies. They didn't listen. And they wanted to throw Ed and I in jail for that murder. You know, Bright Falls is just Alabama with bigger trees.
This is my case now, and no one is throwing you in jail. If you need anything else, just come to me.
Got it.
Unless you're the killers.
Thank you, Saga.
Okay, no more topics of conversation over there. Let's just maybe explore a bit more. Like this park, where there is most likely
I think
a
I saw
lunchbox.
something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Grand opening. The park, the Founders Park was relocated here as a small town keeps growing. Damn it. We are sure you'll find this placement of the park every bit as wonderful and relaxing as the previous one. Welcome to the new improved Founders Park. Oh, fuck off.
Tweet, tweet, my sweets. Why'd you go and do that?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Stomping around like that and scaring the poor little things. If not for the birds, I might just go a little nutty. A little cuckoo, if you will.
Another
Okay.
one of those lunch boxes.
So it is different things to indicate different areas. You wouldn't believe how hard it was to track down these lunchboxes. Thank goodness for the internet. Wait, I can actually upgrade. Do I want to upgrade now though? Because I have enough. What's this?
Casey's favorite brand. Tastes terrible.
So I can either upgrade the 2, learn 2 headshots in quick succession to stun an enemy, increase magazine size by 50%. I mean, the magazine size one sounds a bit more reasonable. Let's just leave it. I'll rather wait till see what the next weapon is, if there is a next weapon, and just go from there.
The passage of time is deceiving.
The days of our lives are fleeting,
And they end in the end. They end.
Are you two part of the cult? That sounds like a cult mantra.
So, how have you been? I hear things are looking up for you.
Oh, thank you. Yes, that's correct. My efforts are...
Okay, so this just leads out of town. Yeah, so let's... downtown. Right. Let's go to the service place. There is a cutoff somewhere. How do I get there? it's locked. Oh, you guys got too fast. That's closed up. This is... Why does it keep on popping up down there? That's also locked off.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Trying to find any more lunch boxes, but it doesn't look like there are any. Or at least that I can see for, like, you know, any signs of them. It's like right next to the police station as well.
So, how's that mystery business of yours going? We missed you at trivia night.
You did?
How badly?
Stop avoiding the question, Mark.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
Have a nice day.
Quite a few people in here for such a small town.
Agent? As you know, the investigation is being taken over by the federal...
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. You only had a tour guide, also. It's bear season. Oh no, a bear. Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right, I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine, and I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Janko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government, and that's why at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters. Oh wow, you think of everything, and we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak. The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
9%.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking.
Ooh. Hello. Fucking dark in here, holy shit.
Okay, let's take a look at our patient.
Also penis!
I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination.
Right.
What was the cause of death?
I
What
would say
other
the
clues can the body give me?
I would say the missing heart would be the main thing, you know.
Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. Aha. They did leave something inside his chest.
I'll quickly go to the board. Cases, I guess. Let's do the lunchbox thing first. Bright area. And then let's go to cases. Victim. Oh,
Time
okay,
to
this
see
is
what
anything.
Nightingale's body can tell us.
Anything to learn from the body. Oh, it's dead. Bloating of joints indicates long-term water exposure. Chest root open, something visible inside. On the heart? Ritual writing? Did the killers write on his heart? How? I can't make out what it says. Okay, it goes up there.
Text is smudged. Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before removal.
Tattoos on body and heart. How did the killers have the time? Doesn't make sense.
There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Cause of bloating unknown, strange tattoos on skin and heart. Something was inserted into chest cavity. There's no gloves either.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait.
Sheriff?
What the hell? See into bright light.
Not the sexy sheriff.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
If I stay in the light to avoid being detected by enemies.
He can't see me in the light.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Safe havens will restore some of your health. If you leave or attack from a safe haven while in combat, it will become temporarily unavailable.
Vanished.
Is this gonna be a clip or something, or is it just... That was actually pretty cool song.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose.
There's one of the pages on the floor.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
You can read the collected manuscript pages in the Mind Place. Right. Unread. Various artists. Wait, I need to go to the wall. Nightingale attacked us.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
Where did Nightingale go? Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap, finding where it would be difficult.
Yes.
The overlap? What are these? What? These pages aren't making sense.
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
Okay, what is the point of that?
Can't be opened on this side.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
Did the ice just move? They are moving. Well, they did say wounded. Anyway.
That's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Yeah, right. Well, that's all crazy talk.
Batteries, that's what those
Monsters
are.
aren't real, and what do you mean the sheriff disappeared? Like poof? He's gone like magic? Magic's not real. Magic's not real. Right, Mulligan?
No, Thornton. Monsters aren't real, and magic's definitely not real.
I knew that.
Alrighty. I think I'm gonna be stopping soon.
They're a fine pair.
Would have thought more officers would have been on alert.
My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
Sorry, I just got a message. Okay.
How many times do we have to do this, Walter? Huh? I'm at my wit's end with you. I want out! Something bad's going down. I can feel it. Let me out!
Alrighty, so let's go outside. Or let's just check the map, see if there's... I know one of you is stealing toilet paper. I've been counting them, and there's an entire roll missing every day from stock. Theft is taken seriously around here. It's a sheriff's station, for Pete's sake. One of these days, I'm going to catch you red-handed, and you better believe you're going to be thrown out. What a disgrace you are. What kind of nut counts toilet paper rolls? Sounds like you've got too much time on your hands. Nope. Okay, so let's... It's in here.
It's not opening.
Nothing. So nothing down there. So how do I get back to Cauldron Lake?
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP.
I guess, do I just...
Find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead. Mercado won't roll over on the issues.
The car can be used to travel between locations.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe...
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his book?
Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Haha. The same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
There's a motorbike here.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. Great. This area is supposed to be close to the public. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues.
You just
Solve
skip
the case.
the section where she says rules. So where's that FBC?
I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted area signs don't do a damn thing, huh?
Hello. Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, man. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous sweater, Saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Pulla, Karjalanpiirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't gnaw right through a garbage can.
Thank you. I need to head out.
What'd you find there, Stephen?
Nothing. Just something that shouldn't be here. Raccoons, my ass.
Hardcore stuff, or clear signs of tampering. Signal was rerouted into a transmitter that was not one of ours. I fixed it so any alerts will come our way, but it's definitely concerning. I'll make a report to the investigations department. Leaving this here in case I'm not the next person to fix this thing. If you're reading this, check for tampering. We may want to put more secure metal casings around the whole thing so that raccoons can't get to it anymore.
Let's get to the murder site, Casey.
Oof.
A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve.
Not a place I'd...
Seems drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
After we find Nightingale, what then? I've never arrested a monster.
I've watched you arrest plenty of monsters, Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters. Light worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else. Monsters? Overlaps? Rituals? What do you make of all of this?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
But with dead men coming alive, the word ritual starts to have more weight behind it. We need to look around, learn what this ritual is.
Sorry. Alright, so I need to find something.
We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
Cases, cult of the tree. It's about organs covered in writing.
Doesn't look right.
What's this? Triangle carving on the table. Nightingales found. Called symbols. Some kind of signature that the intent body discovered or idle carving. Um, oh.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it.
Okay, so this is actually go into the store. So there's some points of interest over there. Okay, so that's behind the locked door. So what am I trying to find here? It's inside. Have I discovered this point of interest? Hmm. Up here.
I'm getting flashbacks. Remember Ohio?
Sure. The North Side slasher. But that case was completely different.
The trees, Anderson. He hid the bodies in the forest.
I just went a completely different route.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here? I can feel something.
Fuck.
A presence.
Oh. Took me by surprise.
Nightingale isn't far.
I suppose that's what I get for fucking casually running around.
What is that? Seems these aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it. My flashlight burned the dark stuff away. It was covering another page.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap. This is the witch's hut. The page described the hut being lit and mentioned a fuse.
Okay. So am I supposed to light something?
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
The fuse box is missing a fuse. I need to find one to turn on the lights. This fuse is busted.
Oh, I'd already read that.
This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though.
Oh, cool. G.
Another page. Making progress.
Where? There.
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign.
I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's ladle?
Did I already do this? Cases.
Don't need to go over all this again.
So why is this? Oh.
The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual. Okay.
Words in the heart.
To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. Then push the heart through the hole in the sign. Nightingale's heart disappeared from the morgue. Where is it now? I need Nightingale's heart to get to the overlap. Where is it?
The cultist isn't close. He was there, but he was risen. Nightingale was there. The opposite of sunspots. Who said that?
That's not it. I don't have what I need to find Nightingale's heart. There must be more. Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
Once in a while, they played cards in the general store. The witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge.
How do you figure this out?
I need to check the general store for the heart.
General store is upwards. Thanks. I'll try and remember that. In a fridge. Fucking hell.
I need to get rid of the darkness surrounding that thing.
What am I doing? What's happening here? Oh. Oh.
Okay. You're good.
Oh, wow, that's pretty hardcore.
Occultist. A monster. Like Nightingale.
Using a third kit, its control will allow you to heal. First kit is...
Nightingale mentioned the general store. I should keep looking here. The text on the heart is clearer now. Legible.
The wave crashed on the far side of the mirror. Where's the heart?
Sounds literary. But what does it mean? feel like I recognize this. The fridge. The heart. I knew it would be here. Like I saw it in a dream. And now I need to give the heart to the witch. Makes total sense.
Oh, looks like I can upgrade my inventory. Speaking of which... check with Lady Fortuna at the counter. Go to the counter. Lady Fortuna. Don't forget to update code. So Lady Fortuna, Madam. Palm reading and crystal ball gazing, interpretive dreams. 0317 maybe? No. Lady Fortuna, what would that be? Don't forget to update code. 705, 713. So it's 8. And then 4. It's 8, 4. 846 maybe? Where's another code? Eight, 4, 6? No. Is it supposed to automatically click in? Okay. Check with Lady Fortuna at the counter. Lotto, Washington.
I don't think this is relevant. These numbers match the ones on the lotto ticket.
Do they? Seven, 5, 13, 17, 23:39, so 7:39. Thank you for that hint. That was actually much appreciated. Let's see if it's correct. 7:39. Ah. What's this first one? Charm slots lets you equip charms to enhance Saga's abilities. Only charms can be equipped in charm slots. So quick slots are... How do I do a quick slot thing again? Wait, what does that hint about the quick slot again? Quick slots. Okay, there. Quick slot. 1. Quick slots. 2. Can I upgrade the shotgun? I cannot. Increases reload speed. Out of action. Deals increased damage to enemies that are stunned, blinded, or knocked down. Kill an enemy to restore health. The amount of restored health depends on the strength of the enemy. So now we need to go to that sign. Maybe I should save. Which I can't do over here. How the fuck do I get out of this place?
Casey, there are cultists in the area. They're taken, like Nightingale. Watch yourself out there.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up. I'm still finding my way back. Any city in America I can get through drunk and blindfolded. It's these damn trees.
Okay, okay. I'm en route to Witch's Ladle. I need to perform a ritual to open the overlap. This case just keeps getting weirder. But it is exciting.
It's down, yeah. Is it? No, it's not. Okay, I think I'm gonna save. Alright. I think I'll leave the rest for next time. Tomorrow night, maybe. Anyway, I do appreciate if anyone joined, and yeah, you must enjoy the rest of your evening. Alright, cheers, cheers, or not evening, night. Alright, cheers, cheers.